Hello, it's Jenny and
Alex.
reporting for Houselight Theatre Reviews. And we've just come back from watching a piece called Section 28 and Me at Bristol Old Vic, which is performed and written by Tom Marshman. It is directed by Laura Danikin as well. And I've actually personally have met Tom once before when I helped him set up his show a little bit at Sparks, which is where we're filming this video right now. So I have met him before and I was aware that he does quite a variety of performances and spoken word pieces, but I didn't quite know what this piece would entail. But I knew that obviously it would be a serious subject at heart, because for those who don't know, I actually didn't before, which feels embarrassing now, but Section 28 was basically, it was in place from 1988 to 2003, and it was the policy that stopped schools mentioning queer life because they saw it as promoting it, which they didn't want to do. So this show talks about the impact that had on various people at the time, particularly people who were at school. So yeah, should we talk about what we liked, Alex?
Yes, so Section 28 and Me is a one-man show performed by Tom, and the staging for it is very simple. It's set up like a photo studio with a pink backdrop, cameras, and also umbrellas as well for light occlusion. And then there was also a boombox on the stage as well.
A retro boombox.
And it was quite an interesting dynamic for a one-man show because we had narration from Tom's father as well. So there was the kind of interplay between the pre-recorded narration and then Tom performing on stage. But then there was also a camera backstage in the dressing room, and Tom performed to the camera there as well, which was a really cool meta layer.
Yeah, it was a very multimedia piece. At first, I don't know about you, but I wasn't 100% sure whether it was pre-recorded, that the bits in the dressing room were pre-recorded. But then I thought it's so precisely timed that I thought it's probably real. And then it was confirmed
definitely
that it was.
real.
Yeah. But yeah, I wasn't sure at first. But yeah, it was really cool to have those different elements to it because it was, we were just saying on the way over, weren't we, that it's almost quite a portable performance because the props and things felt very kind of, DIY and eclectic and lots of costume changes as well. So it felt very like somebody putting on a show in their living room, which I think might have been a vibe he was going for.
Yeah, I think intentionally so, yeah. It's definitely a piece that doesn't require a theatre to be performed in. You could basically perform in any cabaret club or any bar, and I think that was kind of its intent, yeah.
Yeah. So how did you feel about the themes and the tone? Were you drawn
Yeah,
in?
it was really interesting. I'll be honest, like yourself, I was quite ignorant of Section 28. It was a bit before my time. 1988, when it was enacted, is actually the year I was born, so I missed all of that when I was at school.
I was -5.
You're -5, well, there we go. But yeah, it was very educational, which I thought was really interesting. But it was also very funny and very touching. And Tom's voice was not the only voice we heard throughout the piece. The functionality of the boombox was in fact playing recordings, interviews that Tom had done at the tea parties that he hosted, which are smaller events that he's hosted for queer people to speak out, kind of like a roundtable situation. And he took some little snippets of those conversations and they helped tie the piece together, which was really cool.
Yeah, it was basically quite a linear story, wasn't it, really? Going from when he was a kid, obviously interspersed with the narration from his dad as well, which gave that interesting external perspective. But yeah, it was very linear, starting from when he was a kid and then when this Section 28 was brought in, right through to now, making some pretty poignant and relevant parallels to today as well, and hatred and things that are going on towards communities today as well. So yeah, it was a really interesting overview. Yeah, was there anything that you didn't gel with so much?
I'll be honest, initially the narration threw me a little because Tom's father is not a performer, so his delivery was a bit more natural. And initially, because that's how the play starts, it was a little off-putting. Also, because Tom starts out in the dressing room, I enjoyed the meta layer as it got used more frequently. But initially, I was like, "Oh, I'm not sure about this. This is a bit pretentious, maybe." But then when it actually kind of took shape, I was like, "Okay, no, I get it now. I really understand that." It actually really made me think of Alan Bennett. It might just be because of Tom's father's voice, perhaps, that I thought of Alan Bennett. 'Cause it was that kind of accent. But it definitely recalled those talking heads that Alan Bennett did all those years ago.
Yeah, interesting comparison. Yeah, I liked the fact that it was a very kind of, as I said before, something that might be performed in a living room or something like a round table discussion where it was very naturalistic. And in its delivery and the way it was spoken, there were certain parts of the performance that were very unnaturalistic and very performative and drag-esque as well. Which there was a definite highlight moment, wasn't there?
Yeah, stylistically it was mostly conversational, which was quite fun. We felt kind of very welcomed into the space, which I think was intentional.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a big highlight in the piece, which is where Tom lip synced along to the Section 28 speech that Margaret Thatcher made in the Houses of Parliament. And Tom was dressed as Margaret Thatcher with a big wig and the blue power suit and the pussy bow, and all the details were absolutely on point.
Yeah.
It was a look.
And the delivery was very in contrast to what she actually would have done. Won't spoil it fully, but
Yes, because you really should go see
you
this show.
should definitely go and see
Speaking
it.
of, Jen, when is this show performing?
So this show is only on for the next couple of days. So we're going to get this review
At
out
the Bristol
sharpish.
Old Vic.
At the Bristol Old Vic. It might be touring elsewhere in the future. That's not confirmed
If it is, we
yet.
will leave details in the episode description and keep that updated if we can.
Yes. Also, the things you need to know are this is a 65-minute run time and there's no interval. It's in the Western Studio. It's not in the main house. It's the Western Studio, and it's suitable for ages 16 plus. Do go and see it. It's a really interesting insight into the topic, performed in a inviting and eclectic way, and I'd really recommend it.
Yeah, it was a very solid one-man show. I think Tom should be very proud. Obviously, Tom's been performing for a long time in Bristol and all around, but this is the first show of his that I've seen, but I was very impressed with it.
Yeah, definitely. It was really, really good, and we really enjoyed it. So thank you, Tom, if you happen to see this as well. It was really good. And also, thank you to all of you for joining us for our first full-length review on House Light Theatre Reviews.
Yes, if you haven't seen our welcome video yet, that's also up on the channel, so check that out if you want to get to know a little bit more about us and how we came to be on this screen talking to you right now.
Yes. And also, this guy's been through a change
yes.
since the welcome video, so if you spotted that. We will be back again very soon with another review. In the meantime, please give us a like and subscribe.
Yes. And let us know in the comment section below if you've seen the play, or if you've seen any other pieces by Tom, what you think of them as a performer.
And if you go and see this one, let us know what you think as well. We'd love to hear from you.
That'd be great. So, as always, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.
Thank you. See you.